Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video, guys. Guys, today I am back doing another Spider-Man video. And today I want to focus on something that I didn't talk about yet. It's what I'm kind of expecting and what I wish to see in the brand new Spider-Man game that is coming out this Friday, guys. I'm so excited for it to release. Yeah, let's go and hop right on into it. So, guys, if you guys did not watch Wednesday's video, I did go over the trailers and gameplay and everything that was released to the public so far. And watching this kind of left me with some questions, like what's going to happen and all this. Now, a little tiny part that we didn't really see a lot of is Sandman. We saw him on one of the trailers, but besides that, we really didn't see him. So, I'm kind of wondering if he's going to be a main villain or if he's going to be kind of like a side mission. You have a few story plots with him, but then besides that, you put him in jail, and then it's the end of the story. Now, as it said in the trailer, obviously Peter is going to be getting the symbiote from whomever, however, whatever, however he got the symbiote. In the trailer, there is some sort of voice that says, the symbiote chose you, and then there's Norman Osborn saying, get it off of him, because that's what's going to cure Harry from this virus or whatever that is infecting him. And I kind of wonder if it's going to focus more on Peter getting the symbiote or Venom in general. Because in every trailer, it's mainly focused on Spider Man. But I don't know if that's just kind of like their selling point is that Spider Man got the symbiote, or if it's going to infect Harry pretty early on in the game. I don't expect them to do it too quickly because as we did see in the gameplay trailer, we went through a mission where they're trying to chase down Lizard and Craven the Hunter's trying to hunt him, and he had the symbiote, and it looks like that was kind of the early stages because he did actually save a civilian, although he did throw him on the ground, which was kind of a mean move on Spider-Man's part. But anyway, that's because the symbiote's there and it's infecting him. Now, I kind of want to do the mission system a little bit differently. Now, I think they have confirmed that this is going to happen, but on the Miles Morales game, there's an app. It was called what was it called? The Spidey app, and basically that's where you could see through all your missions. Instead of on the actual Spider-Man game, the first one, you had to open up your map, and then you had to actually go through and scroll and find it. That is okay, but I like the way that the side missions are located on the Miles Morales game a lot more than the original one, just because it was a lot more organized. And if they did bring that back, which I think they are, they need to kind of divide it among like Peter missions, Miles missions, co-op mission, not co-op, but like both being able to be both of them type missions. Just organize it a whole lot better than the other one was. Although in the other one there was only one Spider-Man, so I understand why they did it that way. But still, kind of like an upgraded version to kind of showcase all this type of stuff. Now, guys, another thing is in the old games, not really old, but you guys know what I'm talking about. But in the older ones, they had subway cutscenes, which obviously we know is not going to be implemented into this. But I think it'd be kind of cool to still have like a section where you could like ride the subway from place to place if you truly wanted to. Get some of that nostalgia going if you guys were a fan of the first game. Kind of like maybe you can go to like the subway and kind of go from place to place that way instead of swinging. Kind of have a quick travel system that is for more casual players than kind of people who want to jump straight into the action. Which takes me into the next part, gadgets. I wonder if the gadgets are all going to be the same. We didn't see too many gadgets in our first look at the game. We saw a gadget that allows you to place kind of like a little web down to crawl on in stealth missions. We saw something kind of like the trip mine web that pulled you close to the wall, but it did it in triples. So I wonder if we're gonna have new, old, whatever we're gonna be grabbing in the new game, like gadgets wise. Like maybe it'd be cool if they had like a web that you could shoot them and it made them like sticky and you could throw them at other people and maybe it would infect them with a web too. Kind of have like it's almost like the web bomb, but you shoot it at one person, then you throw that person at another person, and then they get stuck in that web. Kind of make like a cocoon, which was showcased at the end of if you did base missions in the first game. You kind of saw them all in a little cocoon. I think that'd be cool. And I'm also wondering Aside from that topic, you know how Peter Parker doesn't, or Spider-Man doesn't like to actually kill people, even if they've done something really bad. I wonder if there's going to be parts in this game where he actually does kill somebody with the symbiote, like if he's going to be willing to kill some of Craven's men because he's trying to kill Lizard, which Peter thinks that's the only way to cure Harry, or what if they're going to even attempt to bring something like that into the game. Because it'd be kind of cool to kind of showcase how much worse Peter has gotten with the symbiote and all that. And I wonder if there's going to be a Peter versus Miles fight. That would be awesome. Like, I'm not saying like I want to see him fight, but I kind of want to see him fight. If you guys know what I mean. Like, I think that'd be cool to have a Spider v Spider Man type battle. And maybe you can switch, and like you can have two different endings based on who you go into the fight with. I think that would be awesome. Like maybe you could go in if you went into the mission as Miles, maybe you could fight Peter and you were destined to win against a symbiote, but if you became Peter, maybe you Miles was a whole lot harder to beat, and if you beat him, maybe you got like a secret trophy or something, but at the end of the day, he would still lose. But I think that'd be cool to kind of have different endings based on who you pick to go into the fight with. Like, let's say you go in as Peter and you fight, you're gonna lose because that's how the story is based out to play. But you can get a secret mission if you do end up doing it on a certain difficulty. Maybe if you do it on like normal or above. I think in Spider-Man games it goes like friendly neighborhood, friendly crime fighter. It doesn't do it as normal, hard, easy. You guys know what I'm saying? Like if you go from like the medium difficulty all the way up to the very hardest, maybe you could get a secret trophy for that. Now, something that I don't want to be added into the game, something that drove me absolutely insane on the very first game is research stations. I really hope that research stations and oh, what was that girl that would always send you in those little game shows for her YouTube channel or her streaming or whatever? That and the research stations were my least favorite part of trying to get my main story up to 100%. It was so annoying completing every single one of them, having to because when it comes to these games, I really enjoy like the fighting parts, like going into the bases, whether it's the demon bases or the criminal bases or the sable bases, whatever it may be. I find it most fun doing stealth missions that will eventually end up in like action-packed fighting, which is the main reason why this game is available and the way that it is. But I think that it'd be really cool to just remove those or upgrade them to a little bit better. Like, I keep wanting to say Henry. Harry was the reason for the research stations. He set them up for Peter to look back at to make sure everything was going smooth in the city so the pollution wouldn't get too bad. What if they introduced that, but they kind of brought Harry. What? Harry. Harry. His name is Harry. Oh my goodness, guys. If they kind of brought him into it, maybe he's helping you for the first part where he's not too evil. Like he'll go through there and kind of help you. I don't know, just something to upgrade them if they do release them so they're not so horrible. Like they were literally my worst favorite mission to do on getting it to 100%. Like I understand why they did it for the people who like casual gameplay, but like make it in like a DLC. Like don't bring it out on the main mission because people who want to 100% everything, which I'm still in the process of, I've gotten my main story mode to 93% because like the way with the PC version is the DLCs came with it. So in order to get 100 on the main story, you have to 100 each DLC, which also brings the Screwball. That was her name. Screwball, I think. I think that was her name. The person who did the YouTube channel and would stream it and have all the people, and you had to save it in a certain amount of time without taking damage or without being sighted. Like those types of missions weren't really my favorite, so I'd like to see maybe upgraded or just not introduced in the game at all. You know, guys, it's these tiny details that they don't tell you, and I think it'd be cool. Now, another thing is they're going to improve the. I know they have movement, but you know how in Spider-Man the webs have physics. Like you can't swing if there's nothing above you if there's not a building. I think it'd be cool, like because you're gonna be able to go down into downtown's Queens and all that where there's not too many high-rise buildings or skyscrapers. There's mainly, like, low and you saw that in the gameplay trailer, wherever, Kraven's men followed Spider-Man out into the country, not country part of the city, where there's not too many skyscrapers, it's all just kind of, urban homes. I think that would be, pretty good to kind of see something, because going through there is going to be a pain trying to web swing. Although I know they brought out the web wing, so that shouldn't be too difficult, but still, though, I kind of want to see how that pans out. Now, when it comes to going across the river, I know there's the bridge that's going to take you there, but I wonder if the web wings are going to be able to take you all the way across. Like, I think that'd be cool if they had like a span of range. Now, guys, when it comes to the web wings, I wonder if they're going to be upgradable. Like, if you're going to be able to sit there and like do upgrades, like you can go so far with them, or you can get so much height, or you can actually fly. Like, I think that'd be like not fly, but you could go up and down and not just glide. Like, upgrades you could get for each character. Now, they did introduce something over on the trailer called styles for your suits. Like, you can have one suit. There's like 60 suits, but they each have 4 customizable options. So there's a total of like 200 plus suit styles to upgrade your and customize your Spider-Man. I wonder, it'd be so cool if you could create like your own style. I know that's probably not gonna happen, but think that'd be cool if you could. Like, you would go in and be like, okay, I want the mask to be blue and the spider symbol to be red. I don't know, something kind of to that aspect. That would be kind of cool to see brought to the game. Now, when it comes to DLCs, they have not announced, as far as I know of, a DLC that will be released with this game. Mainly because, for now, like on the original one, the After Night or After Dark or whatever, City After Dark, I think it was called, DLC expansion, where they brought out 3 DLC packs to kind of go along with it. I wonder if they are going to do something like that, where they kind of do like a different. Maybe we won't actually beat Venom, and they're save it for a DLC where you're just kind of break Venom free, or Eddie free, not Eddie, Harry free from the symbiote, and then maybe he'll come back for a DLC, or he'll infect other people. I don't know, just some way to incorporate a DLC. And speaking of DLCs, we did have the Sable agent. I think that's what the girl that like had the attitude of everything and just kept wanting to arrest us for no reason. I wonder if she's going to be introduced, because on the last DLC, I think it was called Turf Wars. She just flew away in a plane and we never really saw her again. So I wonder if she's going to be something that we actually see in the game, or if not, I don't know. But yeah, guys, kind of wrap things up. I do want to talk about one final thing, and that is going to be the ability where you guys remember in the very first game, and a little bit in the Miles Morales game, we were able to take on the ability of, like, we could play as MJ, or in the very first one, we could play as Miles before he got his powers. I wonder if that's going to be an option. Like, I know we can't play as Miles, not in that aspect, anyways, because obviously he's going to be a Spider Man character. But I wonder if like we're have parts where we could play as Osborn or Harry or whatever. Like those little sections, like maybe you could be Harry and kind of see through his eyes what's going on and what's happening behind the scenes. Like, how does he feel about this symbiote and all this stuff. Guys, well, that's pretty much going to be it for today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys want to see more videos like this, make sure to click the like button and subscribe. And comment down below if you guys are excited for this new game to come out. Now, before I actually leave, I want to talk about the schedule a little bit, on how I want things to kind of work out on Friday and over this weekend. So tomorrow, obviously, I'm going to be doing a horror video. I don't know exactly what that's going to be yet, but I'm going to make sure it's a pretty decent one. And then Friday, my plan is about 3 o'clock to start streaming. It might be closer to 3:15, but I do plan on starting my stream at 3 o'clock. Around that area, sometimes. In between 3 and 3:30, I plan on starting my stream. And I want to play all the way until like 11 o'clock. And I want to see if I can get the game kind of halfway through by then. Now, I looked it up, and guys, people said that it's expected to be about the same as the first one, so about 17 to 18 hours. And I'm thinking what I could do is I can just play from like 3 to 11 on Friday. And then on Saturday morning at about 8 o'clock, I'm going to get back on. I'm going to beat the whole game on Saturday. Because I don't want to be stuck on this game for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then on to the next week and on to the next weekend. I want to get this all done as quickly as I can. Now, guys, I usually would do it all throughout the night, but because it's going to be after school, I'm going to be running out of energy. So I want to do a little bit of it, but then I want to get all my energy back for whenever I get into the harder boss fights and all the stuff like that. But yeah, guys, like I said, if you guys do want to see more like this, you know what to do. Click the like button and subscribe. Guys, we are almost at 400 subscribers. We are 50 away. So make sure, please, click that subscribe button. Helps me out a ton and lets me know you are excited for this new game. And yeah, like I said, in the description, you'll be able to find links and stuff to playlists and all the other Spider-Man 2 content I did. And also on screen, you will be able to see the link to the playlist. Hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see y'all in the next one.